Alright, so a special live Thursday night Smackdown. We begin with Triple H, who cuts a very short promo, so he actually has the ability to do this. Makes some fun of Deflategate, hits a Super Bowl a little bit, does a lot of juvenile jokes about balls. Soft balls, some like hard balls, some people like their old balls. Here in the WWE, we don't have a problem with balls. Then talks about how at Fastlane he's calling out a man named Sting. Then talks about the controversy for the Royal Rumble. Crowd begins to boo. He's like, "No man, that triple threat match was amazing." Gets the crowd back into it. Hypes up the performance of all three guys. So great job with that. Then calls down Roman Reigns. Morris tells Reigns, on Monday, we'll deal with the controversy that happened. Reigns, short promo, not horrible, better than nothing. And then we get to our opening contest. Doesn't happen before the first commercial break, but at least they've got them in the ring by the first commercial break. Big Show Reigns. Their go-to match. It felt a lot like every match we've seen them have before. Roman Reigns threw in a couple of additional moves, or say various on his current moves. You know, his Superman punches while Show was stuck on the top rope for some reason. So, you know, Big Show does a tremendous amount of top rope maneuvers. Big slam off the top rope by Roman Reigns. Big spear, 1, 2, 3. Crowd firmly not behind him. He is the Dave Bautista this year. Nobody really wanted him to win. They knew he was going to. Hope for a surprise, didn't happen. Tyson Kidd took on one of the Usos. Nice match. Great back and forth. This happens when you get people who are highly athletic and put them in a match and give them time. They also mentioned last week we have the Usos with Naomi, Cesaro, Kidd, and Natalya. Potentially maybe see six person, tag match that could be coherent and would have 6 people who know how to work very well. 2 women who can work well and 4 male competitors who can work a great match. Potentially, which would be awesome. Seth Rollins comes out and talks about how he did an awesome job in the Royal Rumble. And he did. He did a fantastic job in the Royal Rumble. This will take on anybody. Makes Ryback come down. Ryback gets jumped by J&J or Rowan come down. So no real match. But potentially we will see Seth Rollins and someone from maybe Seth Rollins take on one of those 2 guys. Alright, not bad. It worked. Did its part. Paige will be taking on Nikki. So in the backstage segment, Paige's like, I'm excited to be taking on to fight for the Divas Championship again. Nikki and Brie made fun of her and called her a vampire. Because, you know, she's pale. Rusev came down to the ring and talked about how he was the last person to be eliminated, how he was upset, and how he's not taking on Brock Lesnar. He's not taking on a champion. He's going to face John Cena. Cena came down, cut a really nice, very few joke promo. It was serious, that had intensity, it was good. They're facing each other at Fastlane. Could be an interesting match. You know, will John Cena destroy someone else's push during their freshman year? Who knows? I'm sure there was another match thrown in there as well. Ah, yes, the Ascension. Took on the team of Old Dust and Stardust in a match where Goldust did a great job helping really get this team over. And then random tag out with Stardust slapping Goldust in the back of the head, which led to Goldust eating the Fall of Man. Still like that finisher. I don't. I've never been a fan of like the 2-man strike finisher. No. No. It's just no. I don't dig that. I love the Ascension. They were a great tag team in NXT. I hated their finisher. Just with a passion, I hate their finisher. But they got a better promo because they talked about the team they were taking on. So I'm like, well, that's good. A better promo. It's what you need. You need a promo that makes sense. You don't call it the Legion of Doom if you're not facing the Legion of Doom. You don't call it the Powers of Pain if you're not facing the Powers of Pain. Talk about the team you're going to face. And it made sense. It was good. And then we saw another go-to match. The end of a feud, the end of a rivalry that took the better part of a year. Cain, the devil's favorite demon, Daniel Bryan, in a casket match. Nice match, good back and forth. They gave him a lot of time. The one thing I don't like about casket match is so much of the match just happens on the ropes and the apron, like right next to the casket. It's like half your match is right there. Instead of like, your match, beat your opponent down, roll them in. It's like, oh, hang onto the ropes, do a move. Whoa, aloha arm your way, not fall into the casket repeatedly. But nice back and forth. These two guys do have some chemistry. So if they haven't wrestled each other in about a week, if they haven't really had another match, they probably would have fought on Raw and then again on Thursday. So just have them have that like 1 week break, allow them to have a pretty decent match. We've seen it before, we know a lot of the moves, but still a very good match, nice and competitive. Of course, it ended with the running knee to Cain, which made Cain roll into the casket. Of course, Cain rolls from the middle rope, goes into the casket on his side, and then shimmies and rolls so they'll fit nice and snugly in the casket. It's like, oh, you almost think you'd get a casket a little bit bigger. So it didn't need to be exactly perfect, lay on your back, arms crossed. You could do like a on your side, arms kind of out. But beyond that, it was so refreshing seeing a 2-hour wrestling event that, Bray Wyatt did a promo on the back, which was fine. And the Bellas did a promo on the back, which was fine. The Miz talked with Troy the Street Magician, because he's a guy on Sci-Fi. But it was short. Triple H had an opening segment that was short. So a lot of it was wrestling. Or at least in the ring, which is great. If they could take that format, add an extra hour to it of the exact same style, I don't think people would ever complain about a Monday Night Raw.